Elon Musk has offered a teenager $5,000 to stop sharing his flight data on social media. Let's talk about it. Hi guys, I'm JNewtz, welcome back to the channel. Before I get started, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, click subscribe and ring that great notification bell so that you know every single time that I make videos. Now, let's get into this. Speaking of sharing things on social media, let me share with you information on our comedy show, Censored. Well, the way I'm going to share that is the links are in the description below. Click on that link, buy your tickets, we will see you at the show. Yes, Tesla CEO Elon Musk has offered a 19-year-old $5,000 to take down a Twitter account that shows real-time flight tracking of his private jet. Now you have to hand it to this teenager, Jack Sweeney by the way, he is actually being quite clever to set up this particular account, especially keeping it under the radar until recently at the end of last year when Elon Musk discovered it. The Twitter account, known as Elon Jet, has over 112,000 followers, and Elon himself reached out and asked him to take the account down, citing a security risk, and of course, to do so, he offered the teenager some money. Now you think to yourself, well, that's a fair exchange. I mean, Elon Musk is a very powerful person, a very famous powerful person, and you don't want to have all of your data tracked for everybody to see. I can certainly understand that, so of course, offering some money is definitely a good way to go about business. However, of course, somebody of Elon Musk's status and wealth, well, when he offers you $5,000, what do you think you would say in return? It's no surprise that Jack Sweeney said, no, I want a little bit more than that. How much more? Well, he asked for an extra zero at the end of that $5,000 because he said that $50,000 would get him through college and be able to buy him a car, maybe even a Model 3. Elon Musk said he'd think about it and hasn't replied yet. Now, I think we should applaud Mr. Sweeney for having the absolute confidence and the balls to say to Elon Musk, thank you for your offer, but I want some more, please. Now, let's face it, Elon Musk is not short of money. He could offer Mr. Sweeney as much money as he wants if he really wants this security risk and his personal data not to be shared around the world. In fact, if I had created an account like this, I too would be asking for more money. If people like Mr. Musk came up to me and said, hey, I'll give you $5,000 if you take this account down, I know that that's not how Elon Musk sounds, who gives a fuck. I certainly would ask for more money as well because you know what? Thank you for the offer, but you're worth millions and millions and millions of dollars, so surely that's an insult. I think that maybe $50,000 or $500,000. Because here's the thing, the higher status you are, like a celebrity for example, or a president or a huge business mogul for example, you want your life to be kept under the radar. Unless you're people like Donald Trump where you live on Twitter, it's a different story. But most hugely successful people don't want the average person to know where they are, what they're doing, and how you can find where they are. So you have to ask yourself, is $5,000 really enough money to enjoy your privacy if somebody has hacked into your account? Well, clearly Mr. Sweeney doesn't think so, and not being greedy, but I think to him, well done for asking Mr. Musk for even more. Why stop there? $50,000 please, and oh, I'll take a new top-of-the-range Tesla, thank you very much, and I'll have that car personally signed with a certificate from you, Mr. Musk. This literally is social media blackmail, and I think that he's played his cards very, very well. Now, look, am I condoning blackmail? No, of course I'm not. But you have to see the funny side in this story. For somebody who is such a huge personality in the tech industry, for somebody who is the leading person, the CEO of one of the biggest companies in the world, they're going to go to Mars very soon. He has got probably the highest profile of almost anybody in the world. So for Elon Musk to turn around and say, I'll give you $5,000, let's just make this go away. Mr. Musk, seriously, what were you thinking of? So Jack Sweeney, well done. You have my support because I think what you've done is hilariously brilliant. Just don't get a big head and don't get all high and fucking mighty and ask for a few $1 million, because that means you're just being a fucking cunt. But well done for not settling at your first offer. Let me know what you think now. Does Mr. Sweeney have every right to ask for more? Or do you think that he's being very greedy, saying, I want $50,000 and a new car, please, Mr. Musk? Whatever your thoughts are, I want to hear from you, so leave me a comment below. Now, lastly, don't forget, our show Censored is coming up at the beginning of April, so click on those links in the description below to get your tickets. We would love to see you there. In the meantime, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and remember, don't be a fucktard. Mr. Sweeney also tracks the private jet of Bill Gates. If I was Bill Gates, I'd be throwing money at Sweeney. Because let's face it, a lot of people don't like Bill Gates. Just saying.